guys, it's BigB, commentator for DWA, and I am finally posting the video for you who need backstage help on Smackdown vs. Raw 2008, and I'm going to walk you through it. I am using Pelican Codebreaker for the PlayStation 2, so I'm going to walk you how to do some cool stuff on Smackdown vs. Raw 8, like walking through walls and checking out some backstage areas. So this Codebreaker thing has a lot of cheats here. I mean, there's a lot of games on here. I mean, there's not just cheats for like Smackdown games and stuff like that. There's a lot of cheats on here for awesome games. There's a lot of good cheats, and there's a lot of stuff on here. I mean, there's a lot of cheats on here. I mean, look at all those games up there. There's over almost 1,200 games listed. Now, I'm gonna go right past it. See, I passed it. Now look, see, there's a Smackdown vs. Raw tab. There's no Smackdown vs. Raw 8 tab. So what I did was, see that you can create Smackdown vs. Raw 8. I did it this way, SVR08. So look, there's all those codes I have right there, and then the master code. That's basically short, but there's a bunch of codes on Code X, which is in the description. You click on that, it'll get you to the Smackdown vs. Raw 08 main. And this code for walk through walls is extremely long. So I'm gonna grab a beverage while you type this in. Okay, Pepsi, refreshing. But you know, there's a lot of codes on here, and if you wanted to write down the code while we paused, or you could pause it, look back, and we'll talk about these arena mods for the backstage areas a little bit. You see the D04 and the 204. I believe those codes are exactly the same for every single backstage area. You can check that on Code X, but I think they're the same. But and the last two, 0000 and the 03 whatever, those change. 00000 is to change just the Smackdown arena to the backstage areas. I think all the zeros plus the last zero be a 1 would be Raw, but other than that, see, it's the same setup, but the last code is, you know, different. So we're gonna start Smackdown vs. Raw 8 here, and we're gonna skip way ahead, and we're gonna do George Costanza versus Lance Burton here, and we're skipping way far ahead here. And now this is a walk through walls code. Now this is a toggle code. If you've seen the Smackdown vs. Raw 2007 video with Zachary Daiquiri doing walking through walls, this is a little bit different. On Smackdown vs. Raw 8, you want to hold the L1 shoulder button and click the left joystick, and that will get you into the crowd. But if you're doing a call, like, don't be a dumbass like I was and left the count out on, because you don't want the referee counting while you're in the crowd.
3.
But yeah, you can go pretty much damn near everywhere, and you hold R1 and click the right thumbstick to turn it off. So you hit R1 and click R3, and hold L1 and click L3 to turn it on, R1 and R3 to turn it off. Now I'm gonna try and knock the ref out here so I can go a little bit further than I want to without counting here. I'm just gonna get George out here. You see, you can run all through the crowd here. And look, there's a big area to explore out here. I mean, this is a huge area, and there is so much you can explore here.
1.
Well, yeah, don't be an idiot like I was and left the counter on, because you want to be able to explore it for more than 7-8 seconds. But yeah, there's a whole bunch of stuff you can do out here. I mean, it's just endless. I mean, you've seen the how to get backstage vid of ICCW, so you've seen that too. And one thing I want to mention, if you have this code on, I've messed with this a little bit. You go up to the ramp, your character kind of slinks down into the ramping and loses like the character's model shrinks or whatever, but that's not a problem. And I sped ahead here because that camera was out of focus. But there's so much you can do out here. I mean, there's a whole bunch of crap you can just look at. I mean, the walking through walls thing is endless.
6.
Drinking a little Pepsi.
7.
Diet Pepsi. So yeah, I can get these two back in the ring. But yeah, there's a whole bunch of stuff you can explore in that walking through walls code, and that's really a neat one. And we're gonna end this little walk through walls code with a grand finale by Lance Burton on George Costanza. and Lance Burton is going to beam us out of here. He's going to vanish us back to something else. And now, this is the backstage area code. Now, as I said earlier, I put it on the Smackdown arena. You can go to Codex and see which one it is. Now, you saw Zachary Daiquiri's vid. I also turned all the things off except for ring out because I didn't really think it mattered. But you want to turn all those off because it has a system less to do. So, and now you see right there, they're backstage, and this is the Smackdown office. I believe that is the second backstage area on Codex. But yeah, there's a bunch of backstages on there. You've seen the Raw office I used with Sherlock Holmes. You've seen the locker room areas that I've used, and there's a bunch of other backstage areas. There's another parking lot. There's a whole bunch of other backstage areas you can use to explore. But this is a pretty neat area. I mean, you can walk around here, do different scenarios. You saw ICCW Brawl last week. You saw David Blaine use the trick through the wall. That was pretty cool. Yeah, that's how he did it. Just hit him in the wall. You know, there's a limit to where you can go. I mean, there's a point in the backstage area where there's like an invisible wall, so you really can't go past that point. But you see, you can go into like empty areas, and there's only one guy there, or whatever. You know, you saw me do that with Sherlock Holmes and Kurt Angle's segment. Kurt Angle was in the wall, so to speak, and Sherlock Holmes is still there. And you don't want to go too far over, or the camera will block it out with the wall there. You don't want to do that. So yeah, that's pretty much it for Smackdown vs. Raw 08 Help. If you have any questions at all, see me post a comment on my YouTube page. There's also on the DWA Forums, which are new now. You can there's a tab for any question you have, and just post any question you may have on this video here. So I am BigB, and we'll see you Monday for DWA Destruction. And that's pretty much it. If you have any questions, remember, let me know. I'll see you Monday, ladies and gentlemen.